Hi guys, welcome and thank you for stumbling across my little channel. Today I am going to be looking at the new Beauty Bay and Disney palettes that have been released. I originally got the set of 3 when these launched. These are what are they? Dumbo and Jungle Book and Alice in Wonderland, but the Cheshire Cat version. I liked them because they come in this nice little box. I think these were £20 to purchase, but now they've released 2 more, so I had to complete my collection with the final 2. So we're going to test them today. I also have, this is what I wanted originally as well, but I picked it up this time. It's the Lip and Cheek Duo. This is the Alice in Wonderland one, it's the orange one. So I'm going to be putting this on my cheeks and on my lips, give this a test. Actually, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is quite a chunky. I also picked up one of the Beauty Bay gel liners, and it's in the shade Serpent, which is the green shade here. I don't actually know if this is going to go with the look I'm going to do today, but I really wanted the green one. I didn't want to just go for black, so I've got that also. So these are the outer packagings for Bambi and Alice in Wonderland. It is interesting to me that they've chosen to do Alice in Wonderland again. Like I say, the first palette was the Cheshire Cat one. This one is just Alice in Wonderland, but it's got a picture of the Mad Hatter on the front. Really do like the packaging of these. They are super small, dinky. I really like them. It's got all the shade names on the back, which I realised this time around. I'll link the video for these 3 palettes down below if you want to check that out. And inside, again, we've got an all matte colour story. This one actually looks quite nice. I'm not sure how these colours are going to go together. I'm excited for the green and this sort of reddy pinky colour. That's super nice, but I'm not sure how this is going to work in combination with each other. They do all have a nice little mirror, very travel size and friendly. Very sad that it doesn't come in a little box like these ones, because now I'm just going to have to leave these randomly in my drawer. Also really cute, lovely packaging. Again, all matte. Would have liked some shimmers. At least one shimmer in each of these little palettes would have really made me happy. However, I do really like Beauty Bay's formula for their mattes. This colour story doesn't speak to me as much as the other one I've just shown you. This one's a little bit more muted, a little bit more toned down. Obviously, they are using the exact shades from the original films. So on the back of this Bambi one, it says Bambi Ice, Bambi Snow, Thumper Tail. So it's the actual shades from the original film, which is why they're a little bit more muted, a little bit more looking like this, which I'm not mad about. I really like the concept. The colour stories though, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both of these palettes together, because in my last video I did 3 separate looks for the 3 palettes. However, looking at these 2, I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to come up with a cohesive look if I don't use both together, to be honest. We do seem to have a lot of blues. There's 2 blues in this and 2 blues in this, and I'm tempted to swatch them side by side just to check that they're not duping each other. I've swatched these in really bad areas on my arm. It was easier when I was swatching them, but now it's more difficult to show you. The top 2 are the Alice in Wonderland palette and the bottom 2 are the Bambi palette. And to be honest, that's a bit too similar for me, especially this shade and this shade. They could have been more different. Like, you could have picked something else. I know they're the exact shades from the films, from the specific things that they're shades for, but I mean, 2 blues in each palette that are very similar. I mean, so here they are side by side. They even look quite similar in the pans, to be honest. I don't think there's enough difference between them, which makes me a little bit sad. I'm going to prime with my Beauty Bay eye base, since these are Beauty Bay shadows. This is in a shade number 2. I'm excited to try these. I didn't realise I was going to be bringing out more in this collection, just because the others came in a box, so I thought that was it. I do believe both of them together on Beauty Bay were £13, these 2 new ones. I will link everything down below if you want to check it out. And I think you can get the whole collection, including the mirror and all the lip and cheek duos, everything that's to do with this Beauty Bay and Disney collection, and I think altogether it's like £88. There's quite a lot of stuff you get, but £88. I don't know why I've just primed my eyes first, because I wanted to test out the lip and cheek duo. Watching one of my friend's videos, Eve, she, bless her, took off the lid for both of them, and on the lid it says whether it's the lip or the cheek, so she got a little bit confused. So I'm not going to do that. Thank you, Eve, for doing that for me, so I don't have to make that boo-boo. Cheek. Okay, we'll start off with the cheek side, which I do believe that's the more matte side, and then the shinier side is for the lips. I mean, how am I going to put that on my lips? So what I think I'm going to do is just scarily sort of dab this in the region of where I want it, and hope I can blend it out and not look totally crazy. Just take my sponge. Obviously I had to buy the orangey colour one. There was a pink one, and I do believe there was a deeper colour as well. But orange blushes are life, and I really enjoy them. That's actually blending out quite nicely. That's not scary at all. I think I might actually add a little bit more. We don't want to lose it by blending it all out. Okay, I'm quite impressed with that. That's quite a nice blush. Not sure how we're going to do the lip side because it's absolutely humongous. Oh. Wish me luck. That's actually not as bright as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more this colour, but on the lips, I have put it on top of foundation that was on my lips though also. It looks quite a muted, nice, just shiny sort of peachy colour. It does feel really hydrating and nice on the lips. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. It's not sticky. It's nice. I think I'm going to start out with the Bambi palette, and I'm going to go into the shade... What shade is this? That one there. And I'm just going to pop this in the outer corner area. Do I have a plan? No. If you've been here before, you will realise I never have a plan before I start out. That pigment is really nice. There's a lot of sort of pastel-y sort of shades in this, but I do think that Beauty Bay do know how to do pastels really, really well. It was probably inevitable I was going to dip into a blue, since there's 4 blues across these palettes. As you can see, that pigment has gone on beautifully. That is a really nice sort of sky blue. Then from the Alice in Wonderland palette, I'm going to go into the shade Mad Hatter Teapot, which is the middle blue here. Again, pretty similar, so I'm hoping it'll blend it out nicely and not just look totally the same. It does look a tad lighter, and it's very pastel-y, this shade. Do love me a pastel. Definitely pleased I'm using these palettes in conjunction with one another, because if I was just using the palettes individually and working on the colour stories from these two, I think I would struggle. I like the theme. I do like that they've taken it actually from the movie. I just think the colour story could have been better. And again, I'm going to go back in with that first blue, just from the Bambi palette, just to make sure we haven't lost any of that pigment. Then I'm going to go into the Bambi palette again and the shade Bambi Snow, which is the middle blue here, just because I think that looks like the lightest blue of all of them, just to blend it out even further. I think we need some depth, and the only way I'm really looking at these palettes and I'm going to get some depth is probably this purple here, which is from the Bambi palette. Just going to pat this in the outer corners in the hope that it might give me some sort of depth, but I doubt it because these are very light pastel-y palettes. If you used all of the palettes together from the Disney collection in conjunction with each other, I think that would work really nicely, because there is more depth in some of the other palettes, but these two together, not so much. Has that given me any depth? It hasn't, has it? It's just changed the tone of the blue in the outer corner. Okay, we want to change it up a bit and use some more shades. So in the Alice in Wonderland palette, I'm going to use this green one here. I'm just going to connect this to the inner corner. I seem to have done a lot of blue looks recently. Feeling the blue. That green is lovely. I do love a green eyeshadow. It makes me very happy. And this one is a beautiful tone and I really like that green. Oh, that's nice. Thinking about it, there is a yellow here. Yeah, just use this yellow shade to diffuse that green. Once again, I've left a space for shimmers because that is what I would usually do. So now we need to work out what on earth we're doing on the lid. To be honest, I really love that green, so I think I'm going to take some more of it and fill in this lid space that is not going to have a shimmer on it. Then I'm going to go back into the purple shade from the Bambi palette. I do love all of these tones together. It just gives me peacock vibes with the blue, the green and the purple. And I think what I might do is take this white shade here, which is Thumper's Tail. Just work it onto the brow bone a little bit and slightly around the edge of the blue. Okay, and for underneath, I think I want to take this yellow again and run this along the lower lash line, and it's very powdery. I mean, obviously, the more pastel a shade is, usually the more powdery and dry the formula. And that is definitely the case with a lot of these shadows in these palettes. Then I'm just going to dab a little bit of green in between the blue and the yellow on the lower lash line. Scent help, I'm going to use this. It is the gel liner in Serpent. I've never used a Beauty Bay gel liner before. I love the shade of this Serpent. It is gorgeous. I think it'll go with the look kind of nicely. It will add some depth. Just going to add a little bit of that white from the Bambi palette to the inner corner. As you can tell, I'm not the best at putting on gel liner. And I'm fine with that. I don't often do it, but I mean, I do love the shade. I don't think it's the liner's fault. Fallout. I do actually think it's probably me. It's just a bit sticky and a bit difficult, and it's very difficult for me to get them matching. I like that inner corner with the matte white. That's super nice. You know what it is as well? It's hooded eyes and liner. So difficult. And for the waterline, I think I'm going to use this Limelight P. Louise Acid Rain paint. I'm hoping the liner will look better once I've stuck lashes on. So let me go and do that now and then I'll come back. So guys, this is the finished look. I used my Doll Beauty lashes in the DB57s. I do think it has saved the liner. And I do have glue. I'm trying to stick my eyelashes together, the top and bottom lashes, which is not fun. I really like how this look came out. I'm quite surprised because when I was looking at the colour story of these two palettes, I was thinking, what on earth look am I going to come up with out of these? I do think they're cute little palettes. I love them, that they can add to my collection. I do like this little Disney series that Beauty Bay are doing. But yeah, looking at the palettes individually, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with this? But pairing them together and coming up with this look, I think it's really nice. It is a lot more pastel. There isn't a lot of depth in here. But I think, you know, using the gel liner, I mean, it's not part of this collection. I just thought I'd pick it up whilst I was buying things from Beauty Bay, you know, like you do. I really like the Serpent colour of it. It is beautiful. I'm not the best at gel liner, but I think I sort of got away with it. I think the lashes are what is saving me right now. The lip and cheek duo, I think I prefer the cheek side to the lip side. The lip is very, very understated. I and I like a big, bright, bold lip. I was hoping it was going to be a lot more orange, like a lot more this colour, but actually as it goes on, I mean, it is nice, it is soft, it's definitely a little bit glossy, it's comfortable to wear, so I can't complain at that, but the size is huge. And this side for the cheek, I think it looks really, really nice. It's easy to blend, buildable, you can pack as much on as you like, and it's not scary, so I really do like this. I might actually pick up the pink one of this because I think this is a good little bargain. As for the palettes, 2 for £13. I think if you're into collecting these little Disney colour story palettes from Beauty Bay, I definitely think it's worth the price. It would have been nice to see a different film instead of 2 from Alice in Wonderland, but I mean, look at the nice little collection together. All 5 palettes. But yeah, maybe it was a second thought that they brought out the last 2, because why would you do a cute little box for 3 of them and then the next 2 on their own? But I mean, this is all of them together. You've got the Bambi, Alice in Wonderland, which I tried today. Then you've got the Dumbo, the Jungle Book, and the other Alice in Wonderland. I still think this is my favourite out of the whole lot. Oh yeah, it's in a little sleeve as well. Yeah, I definitely think that is my favourite. It's got some depth in there. You can see why I'm drawn to this one, but I think if you're using it in conjunction with all of the other palettes, I think it could create a really, really nice look. These are the Alice in Wonderland palettes side by side. So as you can see, they could complement each other. There's a deeper blue in this, a lighter blue in this, corresponding yellows, sort of a pinky colour in this, and it's more of a reddy corally colour in this. I do think you can pair them together and it would be super nice. But as for the 2 that we tried today, if it hadn't have been for the 3 that I already owned, I wouldn't have picked these up, because the colour stories are, to me, a little bit, dare I say, boring? Please don't hate me. I just like depth, and this does lack depth. Even the deep purple, that's supposed to be the deepest shade in this palette, didn't go really deep. It did look like a pastel on the eye, but the blues are beautiful. I really like the white for the inner corner. That's so, so nice. And really, really liked the green out of this palette. But I think as a whole, both palettes, the colour stories could have been adjusted so there was a little bit more cohesive, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more depth. Take a shot every time I say depth in this video. But yeah, there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Is this something that you're interested in and that you're going to pick up, or did you think the same as me? There's not a lot of depth. The colour stories aren't really all that, but the quality, as usual with Beauty Bay, is fantastic. The packaging is lovely. I really like this little collection. I am glad I've picked them up, just because I can pair it with all of the other palettes in the collection, and then I think I can create the sort of looks that I'm happy with and that I want. So guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you could consider subscribing, that would be amazing. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, which is mind-blowing to me that actually people want to watch my video, so that'd be lovely. If you could give the video a like, little comment down below, let me know what you think about these palettes, guys. I'll link everything I used down below, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.